Cooperation between Europe and South Asia could assist in the prevention of radicalization, which needs to be a cardinal strategy to effectively and comprehensively form counter-terrorism policies. European countries need to invest in education, housing, job opportunities in South Asia, as well as encourage the healthy integration of South Asian communities living in Europe in order to tackle the problem in its initial stages. Europe should also, in bilateral relations with South Asia, assert heavy diplomatic and economic pressure on states which covertly support religious extremists and terrorist organizations and continue to view them as strategic interests. In addition, access to social service and public health should be improved, while broadly advocating for more efficient and available national institutions. NGOs, think tanks, and civil society groups in Europe and South Asia should be empowered to act as positive role models in these communities in order to increase the resilience of vulnerable individuals in regard to the threat of religious radicalization and cultural and social alienation. A vibrant civil society in Europe, as well as in South Asia, is essential for successful prevention strategies. The regulation of madrasas and introduction of mainstream education should be encouraged so that the expansion of extremist religious ideologies can be curbed. Simultaneously, a system of checks and balances on foreign funding and providing local financial alternatives is required to relieve South Asian religious organizations from their dependency on donations from the Middle East. There is also a need for a mechanism to regulate and regularize donations from America and Europe. Pakistan and Afghanistan, in cooperation with NATO, need to do more to take away all these security concerns. Both Pakistan and Afghanistan are members of NATO's global partnership, and these countries need to be strengthened while taking into account that it is a partnership that requires equal commitment and dedication from both sides. Recent history has proven that some influential players in these countries are either lacking or not willing to comply fully to the intended spirit of this engagement. Presence of Western forces in the region of South Asia has in many ways also instigated perceptions which are anti-Western. This can be explained as the ethos in South Asia does not appreciate formalized interference from the West regarding domestic policies and interests. Moreover, Western policies have failed to encourage engagement among South Asian countries in order to build a conducive atmosphere for long-lasting cooperation on economic and political fronts, which could contribute to durable peace. Economic interdependency is key to the stabilization of South Asia. It will help demolish walls of hatred, eventually paving the way for favorable conditions to resolve long-standing conflicts. The West can also play a significant role in facilitating engagement among South Asian countries in the region. To this end, the EU could formalize policies in cooperation with the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, the SARC, which was established to pursue the very objective of integration in South Asia. Subsequently, this would create space for potential bilateral cooperation among these countries without disturbing the political and social equilibrium in the region. In the end, a strong and stabilized South Asia will inarguably satisfy any security concerns the West might have. It should be clear that there is a critical need in raising awareness across Western countries and offering practical guidance and training on addressing terrorism and violent extremism that originates in South Asia and has seen an increase in recent years. First and foremost, this should include understanding South Asia and its complexities before we embark upon a path of devising strategies which can successfully challenge extremist narratives and ideologies.